Football Frenzy, sponsored by McCloskey Kessler, starts now.
Welcome into Week 8 of Football Frenzy, brought to you by McCloskey Kessler. I am Eric Raver. He is Josh Reisick. Thank you so much for joining us. It's really hard to believe that we are already in Week 8, but these late season games, they always feel just a little bit bigger, Josh.
Yeah, that's right, Eric. We had 2 game of the week caliber matchups that'll go a long way in deciding both of the Big Northern and Nick 10.
Yeah, and we'll have the highlights from Byron and Dixon, both undefeated coming into tonight. You're not going to want to miss those highlights. That's going to be coming up in Football Frenzy Plus in just a little bit. But over in the Nick 10, Hononegah hit the road to Milt Brown Stadium as the defending conference champs look to hand the Blue Thunder their first loss of the season. Senior night out at the home of the Blue Thunder, Belvedere North celebrating their huge senior class. And shout out to their athletic director, Jody Flynn, who will be retiring next week. He's done such a great job there. And both these teams, you know, they are fired up for this one, coming out with all sorts of energy. B North starts with the ball, but they are forced to punt on the first drive. Xander Swanson from our play of the week earlier from their win against Boylan last week. Big third down sack there. Nano just marches down the field in their first drive. Brock Anderson puts them in, and they have an early lead, and now it's time for B North to get to work. And how about that? Through the passing game, Nolan Benny out at the 1-yard line. The quarterback, Andrew Bucci, punches it in down low. Now we are all tied up in this one. Now heading into the second half now, Bucci again just airing it out, this time to Nathan Alexander. This time he is out right around the 1-yard line. You know, the B North fans are fired up for that one. It was loud out at Milt Brown Stadium, and Bucci punches it in after that. Some hard running from number 12. Heading into the second half now, B North with a 1-score lead, trying to make that a 2-score lead. Marching down the field, who else? Bucci again pointing right at you in your living room. Not 1, not 2, but 3 touchdowns for him on the night. But it's Hononegah with 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. They trailed by 2 scores late. They come back to win it, and they go on to take it 22-19, the final, to hand B North their first loss of the season.
What a game. Freeport hosting Jefferson while honoring a local National Guard member. Pretzels are up 8-0 when Peyton Woker, back to pass, heaves up the bomb to Jalen Campbell. A 67-yard strike and run after the catch, extending their lead to 14-0. Jayhawks Sebastian Bracious with the screen to Michael Townsend here, scrambling for a first down. LaShawn Gathright shortly after gets the handoff, and he blasts right through. What else do you expect from him for the 30-yard touchdown? Gathright just carries that Jefferson Jayhawks
all
team.
Season.
Yeah, to get on the board, 14-6. Freeport still leading. Pretz back to work. Woker, the soft toss over the top to Cameron Verner, who weaves through traffic to move the chains again. But the Freeport would go on to punt the ball. Jayhawks on the move again. Bracious plows through traffic on 2nd and 3 to move the chains and keep their drive alive. 30 is their magic number as Bracious connects with Townsend on the pass play. Townsend tumbles in for the score, 14-12, still Pretzels. Pretzels come out of this early nail-biter with a 1-score win, 34-26.
Big-time win for those Pretzels. In the competitive first half over at Wyeth Stadium between Belvedere and Auburn, the Knights searching for their first win on the season, as is Belvedere in the second. Bucks up 7-6, 4th and 8. Vontae Embry airs it out. Knights almost get the INT, but Demetrius Taborn with the tip drill and 33-yard touchdown. Bucks take a 13-6 lead. Knights with one last shot before the end of the quarter. Taborn coming up with a big interception as well. A touchdown and a big-time pick. Not a bad way to end the first half. Bucks up 13-6 now. In the third, 3rd and 11 for Auburn. Xavier Lindy takes it himself, breaks some tackles, en route for a 27-yard run into Belvedere Bucks territory in those great-looking pink uniforms. The whole Nick 10 rocking a lot of pink out there tonight. Later in the drive, 4th down, Lindy hails it towards the end zone. Just going to go for a prayer after a little spin move here, trying to make something happen. Just throws a bullet, but nobody's home. The Bucks take this low-scoring one, 13-6, the final.
Now we head over to Guilford High School with the 4-3 Vikings taking on the 3-4 East E-Rabs on a gorgeous night. first play of the game on this particular night. Grayson Weber to Isaiah Primus for a nice gain of 15 yards. Big pickup here in the Guilford chain gang starts moving the chains. Get them moving. 10 minutes left in the first quarter. The Vikings would be the first team to score. Weber to Keeson Taylor for 31 yards. The G-Vikes lead 7-0 here. Second quarter, Vikings still up 7-3 now. The E-Rebs would take the lead on a 5-yard rush from Trayshawn White. Ball comes loose, but the refs say it is a touchdown. Now it's 10-7 East. 2:40 left till halftime. Guilford looking to score. Grayson Weber looking for a receiver, but is sacked by Dejan Bowie here.
Great open field tackle right there.
But last play of the half, Weber avoiding the East defense and passes it to Kevlin Jackson. And right here, he tries to use the extra effort, but they can't score. As both teams showed their offense and defense, but the Vikings barely kept the lead and managed to win by a score of 14-10.
Another big week in the Nick 10, and what a win for Hononegah, handing the Blue Thunder their first loss of the season. It's going to be very interesting to see how that conference shakes out now, but we still have to get to a lot of games tonight, including what might be our biggest game of the night, which just happens to be out in Willowbrook, long way out there.
Yeah, the Guilford flag football team is perfect, 19-0 on the season, and tonight they were looking for a win number 20 and a trip to the state semifinals tomorrow. We'll have those highlights coming up after the break, but first, here's a look at your scores from around the state line.